Council of Governors meeting our very own...
Okay.
Don't go believing
Hello?
everything you hear about me, Nash. Most of it, sure, but maybe not that much.
While I got your ear, I did want to say something. I ain't the best at expressing grit. Attitude, but it really means a lot. You giving me this chance. Thank you for that.
Well, you've proved your worth, so I
Howdy.
might even let you stick around for a while.
The sensors shouldn't cause any disruption at all. I checked the schematic 3 times. Oh, it's you. I got the data from the seismic sensors, and I need help. Nothing that would get you in trouble this time. Promise. Oh, thank you. It's really nice to hear that when others just don't seem to care. Remember the sensors you helped me set up around the city? Well, Davis Wilson is pretty angry about it. I suppose I should have expected that, but now no one involved with security is willing to talk to me. At all. And I really need to coordinate with them because the data I'm getting from the sensors is, well, it's off. Not what I expected at all. Kinda everything. The timing of the results, the strength of the signals. I did a lot of research on the Ashta before I started this project, and none of it lines up like it should. No, the tech is fine. I never would have put it out there if I had any reservations about that. Look, I know I screwed up here. I went behind Davis's back and did what he told me not to. I don't expect him to talk to me. But this, I'm not gonna lie, it looks an awful lot like someone has been purposely messing with the system. I can't just stroll up and accuse him of anything, but maybe someone, you I'm thinking, could just ask around, see if something is going on. I'd really appreciate it.
People around here think we own Aquila. They're wrong. The Ashta do. Don't mean to be rude, but I got a lot of things on my plate right now, so unless this is important, I'm gonna have to ask you to come back some other time. Oh, did you now? And did that perhaps come from a certain entitled so-called inventor who's caused me no end of headaches? Right, of course you are. Well then, concerned citizen, there have been some unpleasant developments of late. I'm not gonna name names, but you and I both know damn well who to thank. She made my life a lot more difficult, but I don't have time to deal with that right now. I have more important things to worry about. Been tracking Ashta for a long time now, and suddenly their behavior doesn't add up. Probably not a coincidence. That makes sense. But something's got him riled up. Now I need to get back out there and get some eyes on this situation. Since you so interested, looks like you can handle yourself. You wanna join me? Yeah, I've heard more than a few hunters say something similar. They nearly all apologize for it later. Gear yourself up however you need to and meet me at the gate. We'll head out from there. Give me some time to get to the gates. I ain't as nimble as I used to be. All right, you ready to head out there? Okay then. Just stick close to me, keep your head on a swivel, and you'll be fine. We'll be back before you know it. And maybe we'll get some answers.
Holy shit.
This is what I'm talking about. These tracks. They're all wrong. The spacing, the depth, just doesn't make any sense. Let's keep going. The Ashta are clever. They're usually predictable. These tracks don't follow any other paths I expect them to. It just doesn't add up. Looks like the tracks head this way. What in the hell? This is one of our security bots. Someone sent this thing out to mimic the Ashta? Why in the world? Shit, you hear that? Eyes up, we got incoming.
I was wondering if this was gonna happen.
Show off, do it again. And moving on.
Beyond the wall is no day trip. Stay close. Stay safe.
The Rock might have some work for someone like you.
You know how to handle yourself. Most times someone encounters an Ashta, they panic. Not you. Now I got even more questions. Who in the hell did this, and why? No, this almost cost us lives. No one I know would think that's funny. Someone from Aquila Security did this. We're the only ones that have access to these robots or can change their orders. I need to check this over, see if I can find some more details. But while I do that, I need you to run back to the city. Check the access logs on the computer in the barracks. Look for whoever signed for this thing last. I'll meet you in the city when I'm done here.
People...
The Jansen family immigrated here from the UC. Been having a tough time of it.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet. Oh, hey there. Back already. Davis said something about you going on patrol with him? He's... he's all right, isn't he? Nothing, bad happened out there. Oh, no. Look, people getting hurt was never part of it. Davis has just been so stressed over this whole thing with that woman and her sensors, and it's been affecting him on the job. The damn robot was just supposed to stomp around, mess up her data, and then come back. I didn't know it would rile up the Ashta so much, and it wasn't supposed to break down. It won't matter. I really screwed this up.
Maybe. Maybe not. You had good intentions, then that counts for something.
Keep it moving.
That robot could have killed people. The robot's internals are fried, so I came up empty. You have any better luck than I did? Know who's responsible? Just my luck. My own people sabotaging equipment. Whole world's going crazy. Well, I'm out to go deal with this. Thanks for helping out. I'll kick some credits your way. May not be much. Not made of money around here. You might want to give Miss Alpin some time to get clean data. Might be her research. Well, it might prove useful.
Never ever go outside the city walls after sundown. Getting up there, huh? Must be cool.
Ecologies are living things. They move, they change. The way we handle Ashta works for now. So we have to be prepared. Hey, how have you been? Staying out of trouble? Well, whatever gets you through the day. I've had more than my fill of it for this lifetime. Things here have been... well, they're better. The ice has thawed a bit between me and Davis. We'll probably never be friends, but at least we're on speaking terms now. I think he finally appreciates the value of my research. Yeah, we're much better as a team, even if it is a cautiously engaged one. In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. In analyzing the recent data, I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past. I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it. No, he's not. He's out there at least 4.5 times as frequently. There's something else going on. I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could go speak to him? If nothing else, it would ease my conscience.
You didn't hear this from me.
Oh, brother. Why is it every time I see your face, I bet a headache's gonna follow shortly after? All broken up about it, I'm sure. So what can I do for you? I don't know whether I should be reassured that someone cares or creeped out that someone's watching me that closely. Ah, that woman, I swear. Even though we've smoothed over most of the rough spots, she still manages to strike a nerve without even trying. I'm not quite sure, if I'm being honest. It's a gut feeling. When we were out there and we found that robot, obviously that threw me for a loop. Still can't believe we don't know who was behind it. Not sure who I can trust now, you know? But the more I thought about it, that whole episode doesn't account for some of the tracks I saw out there. Too large, too spread out. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. If there's a bigger Ashta out there, something meaner than what we've seen so far, I have to know. I tell you what, if you and Kiona are worried, why don't you just come with me then? Either I get an extra gun in the fight, or you get to laugh at the old man and say, I told you so. I'll give you a chance to gear up if you need it. And, maybe grab the biggest gun you got, just in case. All right. You know, Keone showed me her data. She's a clever kid. She's got a lot of things figured out. I think we can make some real improvements in the future. She had a couple sets of data that she thought were erroneous or something. But it seems to me that it might not be. Bigger, faster, Ashta sounds like it matches up with the tracks I've seen. But I tell you, I'm hoping she's right, and it's just a glitch. And, no need to tell her I said that. Wouldn't want it going to her head. All right, here we are. Let's head this way. I remember a story from the first time I was here on Aquila. I had totally forgotten about it till recently. Every so often, we get independent types who think that they can succeed where everyone else has failed. Some of them stride off into the wilderness, certain that they're going to make more credits than anyone in history. Mining, botany stuff, whatever. Warnings just don't get through to them. Most of them don't come back. But this one-time miner from some corporation or other, he drags himself back into the city bloody and half dead. Claimed he seen an Ashta big as a house out there. The older guys all said he was delirious. And me, well, I was new as anything and just listened to him. Now, though, I'm wondering if maybe it wasn't just blood loss in the street. Maybe he really did see something. Maybe I should have come out here a long time ago. Shit, that's gotta be it. No matter what happens, you make it back to the city and tell them about this. You hear me?
That's all, huh? Nice. have some. Is that all? Sure. Let's do this.
If we didn't have proof, nobody would believe us about the Alpha. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think we were gonna make it through that. If you hadn't been with me, no way I'd be standing right now. You are something else, you know that? We got out alive this one time. That's good. But this ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this. Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas. And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keone what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it. Looks like I can still learn a thing or two. Thanks again for saving my ass.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Davis should be more careful. The data shows the Ashta are more active. So, what happened? So, I was right? My data was accurate? I can't believe I second-guessed it. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake. That I stuck my nose into something I shouldn't have. Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they did, didn't they? Don't worry. I am sufficiently humbled. Well, for now. I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
Having a good one?
Scientifically speaking, terraforming is a more important advancement than space travel.
For sure.
Frank, what's the point of crab jumping to new planets if we can't?
Keelah City's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey, thanks for your service.
Sorry. Spaceport's always a zoo.
Hey, you might want this.
And we're off.
Retros firing. Orbit stabilized. Jump complete.
Just restart collective space. Hold while we scan your ship. All right, you're good. Welcome to Neon.
Chaos. That's Neon in a nutshell. Sometimes delightful, sometimes bewildering, sometimes stressful.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
You want to see how short my temper is? Keep talking. Quit staring.
Right here, mix some alcohols and
Yeah.
Got a call someone's power kept going out?
Just another
Know what it
lousy
was?
day
A
in
heat
the
leech as long as my leg. Yuck.
Ah, ready for your shift, Riley? You the best thing that ever happened to Yannick. Well, maybe my firstborn. Ah, who am I kidding? It's you.
This is really not the heroic adventure that I signed up for when I joined Constellation.
Time for work then. It was Riley. Yes, Riley.
You might want this.
Thirsty? Of course you are. So pop on in to LeGrand's Liquors and satisfy your craving hectic day with you.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want.
can't believe another.
I got hurt on the chasm last night.
One batch. 1 minute starting now.
Valentina needs to cut us a break.
What if we leave a few things here and make a second trip?
1 minute starting now.
Those damn chasm bat scales get everywhere. I even found one.
It's a living, right? Nice to see you again. Maybe you'll find something fun over here. Like Chasm Bass tacos. What are you talking about? Let's keep this relationship simple. I'm up for doing this again. Bye.
Finally off shift. Time to swing by the house and get blended in.
Just one quiet day.
like you could use a drink. Hell, we all could. Ah, wonderful. Super A+, partner. We keep up like this and we will both be living very large. Yannick could always use more. Our clients are so eager. Here for some plans? Can't blame you. Next drink is a settled system.
Not today. Picking up some beers.
Oh, don't suit yourself. Time to get blended. Try some blend. Yeah, I'll see you later.
Hey there.
Back off. That's an order, not a suggestion.
Tell you, man. The blend is the best.
You might want this.
Like the look of it.
Breathe in that technically suitable air. I have something for you.
It may be paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run.
Hello.
Hello there.
He made the right choice.
It's like we just entered a brochure.
Across the way.
I bet they'll bill us for walking through the door.
Welcome to Tranquility. If you fancy a cuppa, we... Aye, that's the spirit. It's not. So, what can I... Oh, wow! I thought that was you. That last run was incredible. You know, you're generating a lot of buzz. There's a lot of talk that you're the next Donovan Reese. I wish you continued success. Tea time already? Kidding. It's always tea time around here. Have a good day now.
I was worried about my beach body until I spoke with that lady at Enhance here.
If I could just stay here forever, I would.
Hey, hope you're enjoying yourself.
It's beautiful out there, isn't it?
Paradiso Security's only here for your safety.
I guess I have to admit, this resort isn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
I'm listening.
You know, the way you handle things, not bad. Not bad.
We have liftoff. Aim point reached. Orbit stable. Good to go for now.
Goal of Elios seems noble enough. I mean, we have to believe that other people can be better if we want to believe that all of humanity can be better.
No wonder no one will work for you. My man is missing, and you're all just here, what? Waiting for him to wander back through the gate?
Mr. Halftown, we are trying, but we don't have the manpower.
And now half my crew thinks your little band of convicts is just waiting to drag us off and scrap us for organs.
Mr. Halftown, our security officer has been put into the infirmary trying to find your worker. We're doing everything we can. All I ask is that you and your crew be patient. You have nothing to fear from us convicts. We are handling it.
Then get it done. Or else we are going to have problems.
You have my word. I'm sorry, love, but the Elios retreat isn't taking new residents right now. We've had some issues. A missing person chief among them. But you're welcome to rest up and refuel here as long as you'd like. So long as there's no bounty hunter after you that's going to kick my brand new door off its hinges. Not yet, but it's certainly a risk, given the retreat's intended line of business. But I'm not about to send anyone packing who might just need a place to collect themselves. That the truth? Because I can't say it's going to be easy work. But if you found the construction crew's missing man, we'd all owe you. Well, he was last seen a few days ago, so we don't think he could have gotten far. We sent our lone security officer to find him, but things didn't go according to plan out there, and now he's taken up residence in our infirmary. So if you're offering, we'll absolutely take the help. You don't know how happy I am to hear it. But if you're going to be helping us, well, you should know who it is you're working with first. The staff here, we come from some challenging backgrounds. Nearly all of us have spent time behind bars at one point or another. But our plan is to make this place, the retreat, into something we wish we'd all had. A place to help the galaxy's incarcerated get themselves on firmer footing. We'll bring them here, pay off their bounties, get them job training and a support network. Help them build regular, stable, boring lives to keep them out of the system for good. But I won't pretend that that sort of work doesn't make some people uncomfortable, so I just wanted to make sure you were aware before you signed on. You are a lifesaver. First place you'll want to start is the infirmary. Our security officer, Greg D'Angelo, was in the process of tracking our missing person, a Mr. Killman, but was injured in the process. He should be able to get you pointed in the right direction.
Oh, see? This is lovely. A quaint little detour on the edge of the unknown. I guess they have a vision of some kind. It seems weird, but hey, it's their place.
Who are you? Can't the guy heal in peace? Sloan found someone else, huh? Well, hopefully, you'll have better luck than I did. I managed to turn up some tracks outside the facility. Bit of a hike, though. Not sure if they were Killman's, but Ixal's not exactly a bustling metropolis. There was a cave system I scanned nearby, but I got attacked before I could look any further. Next place I was planning to visit once I was on my feet again. I'd start there.
Can you scan that? Oh, you beat me to it. On some planets, it takes a millennia for some cave formation. Saw this passage here, right? Oh, that's a nice surprise.
No! I'm not going back! Stay away! Oh God, please don't put me back in the bag. I'll do whatever you say, just please, not the bag. What happened? You're not here to... I was kidnapped. He caught me off guard after hours, threw a bag over my head and marched me off. But I escaped. But then these creatures started hunting me. So I ran in here. And I've got no food, and I'm so hungry, and... Please, take me back. I just want to go home.
Would it hurt you to be a little comforting to the guy? Regardless, we're here to bring you back to safety.
Oh, thank God. You don't know what that... Oh, come on, let's get out of here. You do know the way back, right?
One of my first jobs was scanning everything on lifeless moons. Boring? Peaceful is more like it. Whatever creatures live here have the right idea. It's a cozy spot.
Killman! Killman's back! Mother of God, kid. What happened?
I was walking out, and someone threw a bag over my head. They took me... I don't know. It smelled like the inside of the first aid kit. I had to sleep on the steel floor and...
Which one of you crooks bagged him, huh?
Us? Why the hell would we do that? Waste of a perfectly good bag.
You're rambling, kid. Come on. Just get you cleaned up. You smell like used welder's gear.
Mr. Halftown, I have some medical training. I'd be happy to...
You stay away from me. I want whoever kidnapped my man found and dealt with, understand? I don't care if it's one of your people or mine or a fucking ghost. Find them.
Of course. We'll do what we can. But...
I'm not interested in excuses. I need to know who did this. Just find my man's kidnapper now.
I guess it might have been a bit naive for me to hope for a happy reconciliation, but you brought him back safe. That's what's important. Here, you have my sincerest thanks. But now, we've got a whole new thread to pull on. What are the chances I'd be able to convince you to help us find our kidnapper? Thank the heavens. So, we just need to figure out where we're sending you. Now, Mr. Kilman didn't seem to have a lot of information, but I caught at least one or two bits I think could help us find our kidnapper. He did, didn't he? Industrial antiseptic would be my guess. I know that smell. There was a building we were evaluating as a possible site for the retreat not far from here. An old research outpost. Seems like a decent match for the description of our kidnapper's hideaway. Here, the facility's coordinates. Head out there and see what you can find.
If we need to get closer, let's move in. bad choice. I don't have time for this. Damage. Everybody got that? Good. I know what we need. Yeah, more meat. Exactly. Oh, good. My turn. Are you... would be like if we could all do that.
In the area. I am engaging hostile target.
Twinsies! Ow, ow, ow!
Damage.
Done this 1,000 times. Sure. I've got some time to kill. You're carrying a lot. Do you want to take a moment to shuffle things around? My magnetic personality brought you back. Let's see if I have space for that. Go on. Be a hero.
You seem to have weathered that trek well enough. Were you able to find anything at the facility? Not a lot to go on. Monica, anything you can do with this?
I can take a look. Oh, it's encoded. Made to look scrambled. And done badly. Looks like... there. Seems there were 2 of them. Oh my god, it's all here. The accidents, the kidnapping, Greg's attack. These 2, they did it all.
Any mention of who they are? They're not with the construction crew, are they?
No names. But there are a pair of ID numbers. They're with the Trackers Alliance.
The Alliance sent 2 bounty hunters? Here? What? Our bounties are all paid.
I'm not seeing an Alliance contract or documentation. I think this is off the books.
On or off book, trackers are bad news.
Oh, we are all keenly aware. So, a couple of trackers have decided to haunt us on their own free time. Why?
Doesn't say.
That certainly seems in the realm of possibility.
So then this is an easy fix. They're bounty hunters. We pay them to leave us alone.
And make ourselves a target for every other hunter in the universe. We need to take a stand.
Says the one guy physically incapable of taking one.
We're not doing anything until we actually find them. Any mention in there of where our trackers might be now?
Sounds like they're on a supply run, outside the system.
Then we got a little time. Given their background, and ours, I expect you're the only person here they might actually listen to. Would you be willing to act as an emissary on our behalf? I'm sure we can find a way to solve this issue, which won't require bloodshed.
Let's just pay them and be done with it. I mean, we clearly need more manpower anyway. I'll hire them on as contractors.
To hell with that. We know where they live. Let's have our friend here get the drop on them and send them to the great beyond.
The last thing we need is the galaxy thinking that's how we solve our problems around here, Mr. D'Angelo. I would request you try to avoid any violence. But if you're looking for suggestions on how to proceed, well, it seems we've got opinions to spare. They haven't killed anyone. Not yet, at least. Which means I bet they're willing to talk. Love, I can only guess at what these 2 might be after. But it's clear they perceive something about us as a threat. They're afraid. And all you can do with fear is try and understand it. So, just listen to them, okay? Hear what they have to say. And see if you can make whatever it is they're worried about a little less scary. If you can believe it, I was Crimson Fleet. Scouring the skies for loot and glory. Ended up finding a hefty prison sentence instead, which, honestly, was probably the best for me and the galaxy at large. I'm not gonna tell you there weren't things I enjoyed, but you've got to understand, that sort of life is a short fuse. I hope for your own sake, you'll look for other paths, love. But I'm sure you didn't come here for an ancient history lesson. Was there something else you wanted to discuss? The retreats are a modest attempt to change how the galaxy deals with those who find themselves on the wrong side of the law. Once we're open, the goal is to take in people whiling away in prison because they couldn't pay their bounties. We'll get them job training and a support network. All the tools they need to set up regular, boring... Well, thank you. Always striving to make my presence in the universe a net positive. But still gotta... Good luck out there.
Are you looking for my suggestion? I don't think they're gonna respect anything other than force. But I think Sloane's not gonna be happy if you handle it that way.
You would be correct, Mr. D'Angelo.
You deal with this however you want.
These trackers have already shown they're willing to hurt people. Don't get yourself killed on our account. Most of the staff here are. Got me for digital intrusion and grand larceny. Was in a bad place. Needed a lot of funds. Fast. So I hacked a couple of Galbank servers. Had maybe 6 years left on my sentence in Aquila when Sloane and Nevin swooped in. They said they'd pay off my whole bounty if I ran through their pilot program. I didn't have much else going on, so I said sure. It was hard work, but Sloane, the woman is compassion in human form. She stuck with me. And now I'm here, running the retreat shop and maybe someday one of my own. Sure did. Anyone who commits to joining the program gets their bounty paid off by the retreat. Not sure who's footing the bill, though. I presume it's coming from outside donations because Sloane and Nevin aren't exactly rolling in cred sticks. Hand selected by yours truly. Be careful with those goons. What's up? You want to talk negotiate? Had to deal with my fair share of their kind over the years. You don't get into that job to make it rich. You get into it to be your own boss and prove how tough you are. So, my advice? Let them know that pushing around a bunch of counselors just makes them look like bullies, not tough. Watch yourself.
These bounty hunters need to be dealt with. I think you should offer them money, and I'm willing to help. Here, all I have liquid at the moment. Hopefully it'll be enough. I am the sole exception. I was a neighborhood administrator for years in New Atlantis. Was tasked with maintaining the Wells section of the city. Home to many of the UC's most underprivileged citizens. I saw firsthand what havoc the bounty system could cause in a neighborhood. Parents in prison, money funneled away from basic needs. It can become a cycle. Here, we hope to give people the tools to escape it. I'd hand them those credits I gave you. I'm hoping that much will be sufficient. Take care, please.
Who's that?
No clue. You. Who are you and what the hell are you doing here? And just who the holy hell are you?
See? I told you Kilman was gonna lead them to us. Should have slit his throat when we had the chance.
Quiet. Listen, unless you're here to tell us those convicts have decided to close up shop, then we've got nothing to discuss. I couldn't care less about the cons. They can huff fish innards until they rot for all we care. But this retreat, if they actually succeed, keep criminals out of the bounty system, well, the galaxy probably doesn't need so many trackers at that point, does it? And then maybe the big boys like the UC and the Collective set up programs of their own, just like Helios. Put us all out of a job. Now, better to nip it in the bud now before it becomes a threat. Which is why I'm not interested in discussing anything except the date and time they're shutting their doors.
Act now. Limited time offer.
That's so. Look, if you're working for those cons, I know you're no real hunter. I don't know what you're talking about. What'll feel good is knowing that Retreat isn't gonna be around to cost all us hunters money. Wait. Okay. You and your friends aren't getting our message. I think a corpse will make it clearer.
You're done.
It's all more to this galaxy than most folks. Always be impressive. Oh, I love this part.
Dead!
Yikes! Watch it!
There you are. You were gone for quite a while, love. Are you all right? Were you able to find our trackers? Not sure I like the implication, but I suppose I have to respect it. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. This place, all of us, we are in your debt. There is just one last piece of business, though. Nevin asked to speak to you, in private. He's waiting for you up in the office.
Ah, there you are. So, first things first, I need to say, well, thank you. Of course. I'm sure you're anxious to get on your way. It's just the situation you set right, with the trackers. It's one we don't want to find ourselves in again. Luckily, we have someone, our founding donor in fact, who has offered to reach out to the Alliance, ensure their good behavior going forward. Before she does, however, she's asked for the details of what exactly occurred. I've already shared my own insights, but, well, she wants to talk to you, too. Is that something you might be amenable to? Ah, she'll be pleased to hear it. Head to Aquila City in the Cheyenne system. Check in with Justin Sneed, her security chief. And I would ask you to try and be polite. She's the only reason we're here.
Hey, you might want this. Time to grab the stones.
Everything looks so pretty.
Yes!
We're
The grab drive is out of commission.
Grab drop down! We can't jump! You picked the wrong side! I want that ship in pieces! You won't live to regret this!
Nice! They just lost their grab drive.
Freestar Collective owes you, stranger. Weren't expecting so many ecliptic vessels. My crew wants you to know how much we appreciate the help. Any way we can repay you? Very noble of you. You take care.
daring voyage of the oceans of space.
Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. And that's it. Enjoy that Aquila City air.
I respect people who want to make this place work in spite of the odds. They could go to an easy world and tend flowers all day, but the struggle to exist fuels them here.
Tower's closed. Come back some other time. You're them, huh? I've got 2 rules for this little meeting. Rule number 1, you're not to share anything you discuss up there. This is a private matter, and we're going to keep it that way. Rule 2, you decide to get playful with that weapon, we're going to have serious problems. Think you can abide by those? Suppose I can take that as a yes. Fine, head upstairs. Miss Lance is waiting for you.
And that must make you our guest. Please, take a seat. Now, you may already know who I am. Raisha Lance, CEO Laredo Firearms. And you, I know all about. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for the retreat. Truly, it's a project that's near and dear to my heart. Now, I presume Nevin already got you up to speed. I need details before I talk to the heads of the Trackers Alliance. Make sure their members understand the retreat's off limits. So if you don't mind, I'd like to just jump right into it. Lily here will be taking notes as we go. Now, Nevin said all the various incidents afflicting the retreat, they all stemmed from this pair of rogue bounty hunters. Do I have that right? Good. Lily, make sure we get a copy of all that, will you?
Yes, Miss Lance.
But Nevin did say you managed to get those two to leave the retreat alone. You mind my asking how you accomplished that? I'm sure that couldn't have been easy. I appreciate you putting yourself in danger like that. I'm interested in the details, though. How exactly did it all play out? Not known for being pushovers, that's for damn sure. Guess we got lucky you aren't either. So, only other thing I wanted to ask, and I'm just looking for an opinion here, is there anything in your eyes that could have been done to prevent this happening? After everything I've heard from you and Nevin, I'm inclined to agree. It'll take time to get the right people in place for this kind of work, but I'll make sure it's addressed. But that should give me enough to present to the Alliance. Thank you for making the time. Now, what you did, well, it deserves something more than just a couple of firm thank yous. Here, I want you to have these. They're a rare make, but I think you've earned it. Now, was there anything else you wanted to talk about before we went our separate ways? That's kind of you, but without your help, it might have stayed just a goal. You have my sincere thanks. Now, if you'll excuse me, as you've seen, there's plenty to be done.
Excuse me.
Just do your business and move along. Then we'll be all friendly.
Thanks for keeping the whole robot thing under wraps.
You have my attention. Sure, just let me move some things around. Time for me to switch gears from romance to business again. Gotcha.
Dad keeps saying he's sorry.
Thank God. I thought the Shaw gang was going to kill all the hostages in the bank. You were amazing. Thank you. We wouldn't have made it without you. Listen, I have nothing. Less than nothing. My family moved here from Sidonia, hoping for a better life. Sometimes I just feel cursed. And I could live with that if it was just me. But Simone? And little Liv? So many people here look past my family being UC and are just like that. Kind. A real sense of community. I just need a job and we could be happy here. Sorry, you should feel good. Super good about what you did at Galbank. You want to talk about anything? We left Sidonia looking for a better life, only to end up like this. It just ain't fair. We've been given as much charity as I can stomach. Without the Low House, I mean, there's something, but it's a hell of a thing to ask. As dark as things are, there are so many good people out there. Simone, my wife, has got a cousin, Milena Exelrod. Truthfully, I never much cared for Milena. But she runs freight, and I know her routes sometimes take her this way. Milena is family. Might be she'd do something for her kin. I'm looking for a job, and I'll do anything. Well, anything legal. Milena's United Colonies, like us, and I know she's got problems of her own with Aquila City. You are an answer to our prayers. Milena called Simone yesterday. I'm pretty sure she's still in the system. Just giving me any hope. It's a lot.
You have a nice day now.
Aquila City's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
Hey, Dad, want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read about them.
Hope you've enjoyed your stay here. We're in orbit, Captain.
Pirates all over the damn board. Here to join the Good Times Express? The fleet looks after its own. Mostly. Pirates all over the damn board. Here to join the Good Times Express? Might need to hit the key soon for a resupply.
Took out their shields. Target's grabbed, drive down. So sorry, folks.
Thanks for the assist. You're welcome to board.
if fighting the fleet doesn't get the juices flowing, you're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be safe around here, but Cheyenne has always been just a giant bastard to me. Unless you're a native. In which case, oh my god, I love what you've done with the place. Ha! I knew it! I knew it! Simone should have told me. Her and Marco are so damned proud. I'd love to help them out. Might be I've got a checkered history with the fine city of Aquila. If you clear up any lingering hard feelings, then I could resume doing business there. I'd set up Stick-Up-His-Ass Marco as my official importer. Then wins all around. Well, two paths I see. The trade authorities got a fixer named Tom Starrett. He might be able to facilitate things. Or Mayor Cartwright. God, that windbag. Well, if he'd take a sorry, that would work. Fat chance. Either way, I expect credits will be on the line. On the back end, I could afford to give you a taste of the action. Not sure it'll cover the fees. You're brave. I mean, obviously, with all the pew-pew out there. Marco doesn't deserve you. But Simone, she's one of the good ones. You square things away. Just let Marco know.
I have something for you. Ship's clear. It's just us among the stars again, Captain.
You could help us out. Or we can just dust your ship. Sorry. That's not on the menu. Engage and blow them to shit.
Collective space. Hold while we scan your ship. You're good to go. Have a nice time in Aquila City.
200 years, they've come a long way. Wonder what this place will look like in another 200 years.
Sorry. Spaceport's always...
Private sector. That's where the...
Poor Mr. Crowley. I swear that gal back there.
See you wearing that neural amp.
I hope Aquila is treating you nicely. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown. Milena Axelrod? I wished I'd never heard that name again. She's a menace. She punched me in the face. Can you imagine? Why would you want to let her back here? What? Oh, that's terrible. Listen, I feel for the Jansons. If it was just the fisticuffs, I could look the other way. But we caught her smuggling red-handed. She's been blacklisted for good reason. But, legally, if you pay off a bounty, I can't stop her from coming back. But we'll be watching her. You'd go that far for her? Fine. Fine. She can come back. I just hope you don't regret it. I did, last time I trusted her.
Never ever go outside the city walls after sundown.
Please don't bring up Milena to Simone. The whole thing is a long shot. Milena contacted me. She's making me her official importer. I'm not sure how much it pays, but I'll take it. You have no idea what you've done. I figured it might be something like that. I'll make sure to keep my distance from any of that. I can't wait to tell Simone. This is the first ray of sunshine we've seen in years.
I'm saving up to see the alien extravaganza.
Simone baked the cake. We looked around for you. But honestly, it's probably good we didn't find you.
Thank you for saving my husband.
but they don't need a program to run it. Literally uses quantum synergy software to talk to the hardware. What if that malfunctions?